Hello and welcome everybody, I'm one proud Bavarian and we are back here in Crusader Kings 2 with the historical immersion project, and we are Saint Anna of Hayk. And honestly, I've thought about this a lot the last day, you know, what does it mean to roleplay a lunatic and what does it mean to roleplay a former lunatic? Now, as I move away the mic a bit, the way I see it, the way I roleplay lunacy, it is not somebody that just does random things. You know, Paradox has this idea of lunacy where they just go around and essentially they do random things like, lol, look at my horse, it's the Chancellor now, lol, look at the Turnip Act and such, and you know, it's just, I don't think that is the way lunacy works, and I don't think that is a way that I really care for roleplaying it. The way I perceive lunacy is I try to look at the character and then intensify some of their traits, some of their character traits that are natural. So, for example, you know, if you are ambitious, then they will be overly ambitious. They want to be, you know, there's megalomania involved and so on and so forth. Once they are no longer lunatic, however, what does that mean? There's no amnesia involved here. She, you know, Saint Anna was perfectly aware of what she was doing, but her logic was off. It was very illogical. It was very, you know, just like a beat off, and she didn't notice because she was a lunatic. But now that that is gone, and mind you, it is gone because a priest ousted the demon. That was the story event there. Now that it is gone, I think she kind of has to review everything that she has done and take a look at it from a modern standpoint. You know, as a person, I think Saint Anna, both as a lunatic and as a non-lunatic, always just kind of built her life around overcoming her father's debt. And what I mean to that is, it's the debt to the world of cruelty in which her father lived and that her father enacted himself, and the world of, you know, achieving something, building something. Because with all the cruelty that he was, with all the, you know, shock and awe that he brought to Hayk, he was successful at establishing himself as the ruler, at establishing Hayk as a local or even regional power. And she has done this as well, even as a lunatic, you know, she declared herself a saint, revered all throughout the land, or at least, well, I mean, not really. But then she also doubled the territory of Hayk, you know, she conquered everything here in Tabriz. She has been a good ruler, but she wants to primarily, I think, change how she rules internally. Her father was a very cruel ruler. He put the, you know, the sword into the domestic policies. He was a man of internal warfare. She wants to take away the war and substitute it with a well. She wants to bring internal welfare. She wants people to like her. She wants people to serve her because they admire her. And I think now that she's no longer a lunatic, she perceives the title of being a saint, of course, as preposterous. She's not a saint and she knows it, but at the same time, if she proves that she's worthy of the title, people will follow her. And I think that is what she knows. That is what she holds dear. That is what we're going to see here, you know, as her kind of, you know, planning, as how she approached the situation, how she goes through the world now, no longer a lunatic. But the way I see it, that is what I'm going to focus on. Right now, we only have one person in prison because he did mistreat us. He came in here and tried to plot against us. That is, of course, unacceptable. But beyond that, everybody's serving us quite freely. You know, quite adequately, I would argue. Let's just go on here. Of course, she does have external ambitions with warfare and so on, but, you know, her ambitious nature, I think, goes more into internal politics of governorship and of winning the court over, winning the people over. Because warfare, I mean, her father was able to do that. That's nothing special. Her father created the realm. Her father was the one that took, you know, the Seljuks down. Her father was the one that ruled where others failed. What is so great about that? She wants the people to love her, though. Nobody converted to Messalianism under her father. Nobody did it because it was just, you know, the religion of a tyrant. And mind you, she will never be like, you know, this is not a situation like Khrushchev essentially disavowing from whatever Stalin had done. She will never say, my father did this wrong. Her family and her dynasty is untouchable. She will always show respect to them and she will demand respect. But she will govern differently. I think that is a big takeaway here, especially now that she's no longer a lunatic. Let's have a grand tournament. I think she wants to establish that she is a grand and respectable ruler. Saint Anna of Hayk has decided to hold a grand tournament. She has sent invitations out to warriors across Hayk, calling them to assemble at Zerak in 2 months' time. This event promises to be a spectacle of enormous magnitude, and it is said that victors in the grand melee event will earn a hefty reward, as well as the respect of the realm. May the best fighter earn their praise in the sight of God. Let's do it. You know, I've also thought about it. Would she take part in this tournament? Would she lead armies herself? And honestly, I think yes. I think, of course, if she's pregnant, she wouldn't do it. But all things considered, I think she kind of, no joke, overvalues her capabilities in the military. I think she thinks too highly of herself. Definitely a negative thing, but I think she does. You know, she's overly ambitious, a bit overconfident. Time has finally arrived. With fighters and spectators streaming into Jirak and the streets filling with merchants and curious peasants, the grand tournament finally gets underway. Over the next 2 months, all will show their martial brilliance for the greater honor and glory of Hayk. I'll join the competition with the other warriors. Sure, let's do it. I want to see how she can fight. I want to see it. The melee was fought and I went boldly forth while others stood back. I charged forth headless of my own safety, and now we're brave. Wow, that's really good. Victory is mine. I triumphed in several melees and proved once and for all that I am the champion. Holy moly, she won the tournament. Now that's a confidence boost. If I ever get a decision or an event, you know, to make her proud, definitely. Damn, she's the winner of the damn thing. And she's third. That's impressive. That is incredibly impressive. Having lost only his final match in the melees against myself, Azatatul of Ernyak, Bravery has won him second place in St. Anna's Grand Tournament. Congratulations. Ooh. With the winners crowned and the tents torn down, the Grand Tournament is officially over, and now is the time to bask in the glory of the event. I think, with the knowledge that everybody pretty much respects her now, she goes on and is no longer as stressed as she was beforehand. Now, of course, mind you, we still need a couple more troops. What we got currently is not enough. Not by any stretch, you know. This is just not the level that we need it to be to truly be respectable when it comes to troop. You know, even Sakartvelo has decidedly more troops than we do. I'm pleased to hear that after a period of peace and shrewd management, the county of Jirak is doing very well. People are happy and the tax collectors are reporting record intakes. Wonderful. Oh, this is a big rebellion. A huge rebellion. Oh, that is incredibly huge. I think what we're gonna do here, 8k against 17k. I think I'm gonna declare a holy war. Oh, we still, right, I can't actually do it. Fair enough. But if they do get rid of him, what is this? If they do get rid of him, we will be able to, yeah, they will get rid of him. We will be able to attack him over this land, where there is one of our holy sites, right here in Mardin. He converted a lady. Good job, I guess. No, not too impacted by that. A peasant accused of murder is dragged before your court. His wife and children are found butchered in the small hut they called home. He was standing nearby, covered in their blood. Despite this damning evidence, the man continues to profess his innocence. What should be done with him? That's a hanging. That's definitely a hanging. I mean, come on, that's not a coincidence. Don't be crazy. Please don't eat too much and he won't stop. That's disappointing. That is incredibly disappointing. What is Georgia doing? I can see your troops. You have Alania as your tributary. Interesting. Man, this is tough. They're so strong up there. You know what, I think what we gotta do, and I think this is also part of, you know, her bringing a new structure to the realm. You're still in my prison. Could I kill you, but what's the point of that? I think I'm gonna revoke this, even if it upsets the other vassals just a tiny little bit. I will revoke this, and then I shall create the Duchy of Aran. The Duchy of Sivnik, yes. I will actually hand out more titles than we currently have. And I will do this because I think that is going to play a big role in replenishing the land before, you know, before we get gobbled up by anybody in our way. He's a... All these people are so terrible. I don't want to give it to a cruel man. Sure, Tradad, you're very, very flawed, but not as flawed as the others. I'm going to keep everything in these two duchies. There you go. First step done. And all these are terrible characters. Just awful. Just. That's a good step. Fairly old, but just. You know, I want to complain about that. Get Sivnik. And then I will give you the duchy. I don't even have it. Oh, the Duchy of Sivnik has not yet been created. Take that. Thank you very much. I will bring a new order in this realm. And I will bring a good new order. You get Kachin, there you go. And you get Tajir. Then I will also have to give this one out. He is cruel. I really don't like that. Yeah, all those cruel people I don't like. I think she sees herself as a just ruler, not as a cruel ruler. And you know what? I'm just gonna employ somebody. Get a noble. Lady, I can't give you a title. That's not what I wanted at all. A soldier. Excellent. And then I shall grant you title of Agvank. Now with that being said, what I can do is I can push up the Crown Authority. I could... If we get some more, we can go for legalism here. And then we would be in a position to actually get primogeniture, I believe. And that would be huge. I mean, that would be incredibly significant. If we could primogeniture there. You know, I would be very, very happy about that. We need some new people here. Sure, I'm gonna... You know, I just want to be a good ruler. I want to be respected, and I want to have people on my side. So this makes a lot of sense, you know, to hand it out in a way where the people no longer long for my own land, but respect my rule instead. This is, I think, going to be our ancestral land, if you will. Right, let's disable you again. And all of that already gave us a boost to our troop numbers. I just like to keep them smaller beforehand. And it's come to my attention, you're... Oh, sure, go ahead, get a claim. You think I care? Oh, and they've actually converted Chirac! After all this time. You have done it. Baktang Bagrat's starting to go ahead. Don't worry about it. I don't really care about that, I'll be honest with you. Young Ovzana seems to have a lot of independent opinions and refuses to listen to the priest. Sure. Share my way of life. I stumbled into a courtier eating cookies outside the kitchen. The courtier apologized several times and then offered me a cookie as an apology for being in my path, and the cynic in me got the best of me. I lost myself in a cynical comment about how the courtier was trying to poison me with baked goods, probably spoken out loud. Mayor Malkas wants me to stop being so cynical. Why don't you stop being cynical? Why don't you stop being non-cynical, huh? Traveling poet who calls himself a bard arrived today. Good for nothing. No. If he sings songs about us, we will respect him dearly. Does anything... No, you know what? Stay as long as you want. I found out that Mayor Vacha had introduced the bard to the court, and I told him how much I appreciated that. Finally, someone who can sing. Very nice. I like it. I don't know who you are. Gotta learn all by yourself, mate. Don't really know you. Can't say I know you. I really want to go with legalism here. We will be there in just a bit. You converted to orthodoxy. Interesting. 6.34k. We're now at 4.29k. Very solid. I don't know who you are. Carry on. And I'm pregnant. Do we still have the wrong... No, we do not have the right region. Okay. Give me Vaktank. Sure. Let's do it this way. That is what I'm talking about. I have been feeling a lot more energetic than usual recently. Unfortunately, while I have had no problems wearing down the ears of everybody at court, I have been unable to focus on all this newfound vitality on my duties. Yet, according to most scholars, an unexpected mother should simply seclude herself in the dark for most of her pregnancy. Absolutely not. I'm gonna go with I should stop wasting all the time. Let's look at this. I mean, we're still not done with this war. That's still gonna take some time, I assume. I really want to fight them. They're striking down an uprising, a Tengri uprising, that's fair. Kingdom of Albaneti. I want to push it though. There's no point in me pushing that. And I think that she's smart enough to realize that there's no point to push something if it doesn't make them your vassal or give it to you directly. So one way or another, I think we're just going to ignore that. Interesting stuff. And we're in the last months. And in those last months, we will... What? Did I get a... Was that stillborn? It must have been. And did I click past that event? Man, that's depressing. It was a stillborn child. You know, I think that changes her perception of children. I don't think she's gonna have any more children. This is... A miscarriage is very hard on the people. I'm telling you straight up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just... You know what? Let's not focus on that. Instead, let's try to get over it by doing something externally. Alright, with all of this being said, we're making still a boatload of money. Still, so I'm thinking, right, I want Sakadvelo as our tributary. That is what I want. But fighting in the mountains, if we're not clearly superior, is very difficult. I will tell you that. You know, it's just so difficult. Young Ovzana has finished education in the ways of intrigue. Very nice. Don't know you, but very nice. Good job. Very nice. Don't know what, but very nice. Come on, give me the legalism here. Oh, and I have yet another child. Well, you know what? If you try, and it works, then it works. Arwal recently arrived in Jirak and has formally presented himself at court. You are a claimant to Uga. You know, don't even talk to me. Just get out of here. I'm not going to support somebody in Estonia. I don't even know where Estonia is. Stop embezzling, please. Thank you very much. My dear husband Vahak is suspicious of my pregnancy. He is here right now asking me if the child is his. Assure him of my faithfulness, obviously. Oh, dude, are you crazy? Ouch. As I place a hand over my belly and slowly sit down, a soft smile makes its way across my face. The baby is kicking again. I wonder if he will grow up to be a warrior. You know what? I do need rest. I think she's tired of all these pregnancies, and especially with the last one, I think she just wants to relax. The last one appears to have been a miscarriage. After she didn't relax. I told her not to go into the dark room. I mean, think about it. I've learned blah blah spoke in my favor. I like it. Out of my land, Tabor. But I gotta beat you up. Good. Alright, we got another regency. Let's see. And we have a son. Ashot. Oh, I'll name it Ashot. But I will also tell you that she understands how vital it is not to have the title split on her death. That would mean the end of our dynasty's power here, or at least, you know, a deep cut into it. So what I'm going to do is, and the rebellion ended, oh, and this county or this duchy came back to me. The way I understand it, I will go ahead and make it so. Oh, he's ambitious. I will make it so that, there you go. I don't want to usurp that. I will make it so that we are going to keep it all together. Ashot sleeps safely in my arms. He looks so sweet and innocent. The first days after the pregnancy was over, I could not be parted from him. But I am starting to feel the weight of my responsibilities, a saint pulling me away from him. I will always be with you. I think she always will be with him. After losing a child, she will definitely keep a close eye on those that remain for her. Legalism, let's go. Late administration, thank you very much. And somebody... Oh, I haven't reigned for 10 years. That's surprising. I thought we would have. We go over in 54, so we're gonna... When do we take over? Oh, and there you go. You can now change it. Beautiful. Primogenitor. Thank you. Wonderful. Very, very nice. Get out of my land, dude. Telling him. Get out of here. Alright, we have so much money right now. Now that we are on Primogenitor, I need to give away one single title. Do I really, though? I can't change the main centralization. I think the people should be okay with it, though. Yeah, look at them. They are definitely gonna be fine. You know, they're not gonna cry about it too much. Oh, and Guardman was converted. Now they're coming in hot and heavy. All these conversions. Very, very nice. Let's get the ball rolling on those. Let us get the ball rolling on those. You know, I'm thinking... We declare war on somebody. He's 32 years old. 2k! Oh my dude, this is the time! I'm going for Dia Rabia. There's a holy site here, Mardin. And I will attempt to crush the forces of this fool. Crush the forces of those standing in our way. And as a tournament champion, I will of course lead the armies all by myself. Let's go to war, fellas. Let's make it happen. Alright. Let's get it done. Declare war. For Dija Rabia. Get the holy order. Let's get some soldiers and let's get a loan, quite frankly. I mean, I guess right now we don't really need the loan, but I will keep it, you know, keep it around. Just to make sure that we don't run out of money here. Yeah, there's a lot of people now joining, but I think that's okay. We should be able to handle all of those. I mean, I would like to see them try. All I can say. This is our holy war. The saint is going to war. And the saint is going to win. Release all prisoners. Absolutely not. Oh, let's take everyone we found prisoner. You know it. You know it. You better know it. I think we might want to just, you know, I'm just going to make sure here. I don't think she is very patient. She knows when she has to make sure of not failing. And she cannot fail this war. This is too much of a responsibility to go and, you know, just waste this very, very strong opportunity on essentially a wasted attempt. I don't want anybody that is Sunni is the problem. All of you are Sunni, aren't they? Yeah. Rus company, I think that's the right one. Orthodox, yeah, that's fine. Converted yet another one, very nice. What do you want? Betrothal. I don't know either of those, you know what? Wait, who are you? Whose bastard are you? Interesting. Huh. Pay some interest, bros. That's all I will do. All I will ever do. Go down there. I'm going to split off here just to get it all done a bit quicker. How are you doing? 4k? That's not too much. I think we can take that easily. You know, if I split up, I might be able to lure them into a fight against me, which I would be so happy about. You know what I will be happy about even then? Going to Mardin, of course. Now you're going to Hazankiev. I think he can take, like, this army can take this easily. Even if I have to give up the siege, I don't really care. This will be easy. Yeah. Oh, come on, dude. There you go. I will take you. You will not escape from me. Swear to God. And it's been ages since I felt so invigorated by a battle. Every day our unit is moving as if connected by some unspoken bond, I exclaim eagerly one night. Or higher power of some kind. This is all you, my lady. One of my soldiers says, a look of genuine surprise on his face. You're right. Modesty will get me nowhere. You know what? That is, I think, how she sees the world. She deserves what she's getting. Because she's taken it. With force, with decisiveness, and with power. So I think we will definitely go for that. Nope, devil worship does not fit this heresy at all. I will never join them. I will never even consider joining them. That is absolutely outlandishly stupid. Devil worship, come on, dude. Devil is literally a good thing, or at least Lucifer is. My lady, Datovik sends word of right. Take all of them. Do not harm them, but do take them. It'll be easy. I will lead the center app. Oh, no, 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 no. We're gonna battlefield terrain master. Absolutely, dude. It's so important. In all of this, where everything is mountains, it's so important to be a battlefield master. It is amazingly powerful. Take only the leader. Respect the laws of war. Take, you know, just take them. Don't harm them, but do take them. Yeah, this war's over. And, oh! They take anybody? Oh, they didn't. I was blind. Who are you? How dare you, first of all? Oh, and they converted yet another province. Man, that up there was my mistake. I just didn't see it. We got, I'll be honest with you, we got incredibly lucky there. That, you know, we didn't suffer from everybody getting imprisoned. I think we need to make them suffer right here. They will try to retake this, but we can actually go in there and take it fairly quickly. Yeah, they, you know, that was something that I knew would happen, but that's okay. March you through here. I think we just, no, we saw you before already. Pay some interest, as you do. Alright, we're gonna win this. And I'm very, I still dislike this so much. That was my bad. To an insane degree. Oh well, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna leave these on their own down here. Just for the time being. Because I want to retake that. Put them in irons. Always put them in irons. Let's hunt these down. And I'm pregnant again. Jesus. Holy child, maybe. Maybe, I doubt it, but you know. The signs of something must be there, I assume. Smoother skin, shining eyes full of curves. The changes brought by this pregnancy have made me more beautiful than I ever was in my entire life. Well worth the nausea. Cool. Take you down. Send you to Erbil. Still just sitting at 80%. I think it might be because we haven't lost... Oh, wait a minute. No, they did actually get him. So the decision just came a bit later. I'm gonna ransom you because then we should be... Ah, you fool. He ransomed him and now we're at 100. Let me just quickly make sure that I can ransom all of these. I will pay up, look. You know, they're my children. Just making sure that, you know, you don't have them after the war. Infidels must go. What? Oh, that's actually a different province. Interesting. Look at this. Look at Hayk. Man, we're big. We're such a thick boy. This is... Damn, that is insanely thick. And we have used the instability of the Seljuks to take one of our holy sites. Don't know why you're still here, ruling over land that, you know, convert this man, please, once you can. Oh, most of... Why are you still here? Oh, because he converted. I understand. So he was allowed to remain in power because he converted. That's cool. We have a local ruler down here. You know, he's a cannibal, Jesus. I do appreciate that, primarily, but, you know, I mean, I hope he cleans up down there. One way or another, thank you so much for tuning in. Saint Anna has done a tremendous job. Honestly, a better job than her father ever did. I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Later, alligator.